Good morning, students. Welcome to 9th Standard Mathematics. Before entering into the lesson, I just want to remind you that please keep your notebook and pen ready to take notes. There are 9 chapters in 9th Standard Mathematics that you know already. In that, the third chapter is Algebra. In this session, we are going to see the third chapter, Algebra. Before starting the introduction, let's see the real-life applications of algebra. We use algebra in many places of our life, that are when finding the cost of something on sale at the store, when figuring up the amount that you will have to pay for gas, when finding the total cost of buying a new game system and the games for it, when figuring up the cost of a trip for a group, finding the amount of miles you can drive on a full tank of gas, when finding the total cost of shipping a package to a friend.
Here's a very simple question. What is an identity? Now look at this equation. X plus y is equal to y plus x. No matter what value we take for x and y, this equation will always be satisfied. By satisfied, I mean the left-hand side will always equal the right-hand side. Let us try different values for x and y. Assume x equals 1 and y equals 2. We try substituting these values on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. The left-hand side will be 1 plus 2, which equals 3. We put 1 in place of x and 2 in place of y. And the right-hand side equals 2 plus 1, which also equals 3. So for these values, the equation is satisfied. The left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side. Now we assume different values for x and y and check again. Remember, this will be an identity if it is satisfied for any values of x and y. Say x equals minus 1 and y equals 3. We get the left-hand side as minus 1 plus 3, that equals 2. And the right-hand side equals 3 plus minus 1, and that also equals 2. So the equation is satisfied for these values too. No matter what values you try out, this equation will always be satisfied. These kind of equations are called identities. Now here's another question. Say PQ equals square root of PQ. To check whether this equation is an identity, we try substituting different values of P and Q in the equation. Let us assume P equals 1 and Q equals 1. The left-hand side equals 1 multiplied by 1, and that equals 1. And the right-hand side equals square root of 1 multiplied by 1, which also equals 1. So these values of P and Q satisfy this equation. So does that mean this equation is an identity? Let us try a few more values. Assume P equals 1 and Q equals 2. After we substitute these values, we get the left-hand side as 1 multiplied by 2, that equals 2. The right-hand side equals square root of 1 multiplied by 2, which equals square root of 2. So we can see that for these values of P and Q, the equation is not satisfied. Hence, this equation is not an identity. So if we have to summarize, we say that an identity is an equation that is satisfied for any values of its variables.
Before entering exercise 3.4, let's see some of the algebraic identities which we used in exercise 3.4. Algebraic identities. The first algebraic identity is a plus b plus c the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. The second algebraic identity is x plus a into x plus b into x plus c is equal to x cube plus a plus b plus c into x square plus ab plus bc plus ca into x plus abc. These are the two algebraic identities that we have to use in exercise 3.4. Exercise 3.4, first sum. Expand the following. First subdivision is 2x plus 3y plus 4z the whole square. We have to expand this algebraic expression. This expression is same as the identity that we have a plus b plus c the whole square is equal to, the identity is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. Comparing these two expressions, the value of a in this expression is 2x. A is equal to 2x and the value of b is, in the place of b we have 3y here. So b is equal to 3y and in the place of c we have 4z in the expression. So c is equal to 4z. Now we have to substitute these a, b, c values in this expression. Okay. Now a, the value of a is 2x plus, and b, in the place of b we have to put 3y plus, in the place of c we have to put 4z. So a plus b plus c the whole square is equal to a value is 2x plus 3y plus 4z the whole square is equal to a square. So in the place of a we have to write 2x the whole square plus, in the place of b we have to write 3y. So 3y the whole square plus, in the place of c we have to write 4z. So 4z the whole square. A square plus b square plus c square we wrote here. Now plus 2ab, 2. So write 2 here. So a, in the place of a we have to write 2x, 2 into 2x plus b, value of b is 3y plus, similarly 2bc, b value is 3y into c, c value is 4z plus again 2 into ca, c is 4z and a, value of a is 2x. So now we wrote all the values in the identity, which is equal to 2x the whole square. So 2 square and x square. 2 square is what? 4. 2 into 2, 4. X square is x square. 4x square. Again plus 3y the whole square. 3 square. 3 square is 3 3s are 9. 9. Y square is, write as it is, y square plus 4 square. 4 square is what? 4 4s are 16. So 4 square is 16 and z square is z square plus, multiply these three numbers. We have 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So multiplying these two variables, we have x into y is xy, 12xy plus, here in this term first we have to multiply the constant. So 2 into 3 into 4. 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 24. 4 and then multiply the variables. Y into Z is YZ. Plus again here in this term we have to multiply the constant term first. 2 4s are 8, 8 2s are 16. Multiply the numbers first and then multiply the variable. Z into X is ZX. So 4x square plus 9y square plus 16z square plus 12xy plus 24yz plus 16zx is the answer for the first sum. Exercise 3.4, first sum, second subdivision. Expand the following. Minus p plus 2q plus 3r the whole square. Solution is here this expression is same as the identity a plus b plus c the whole square. So a plus b plus c the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. This identity you know already. Now we have to substitute the value for a, b and c. So here the value of a, in the place of a we have minus p in the expression. So in the place of a we have to put minus p, and in the place of b we have 2q, and in the place of c we have 3r. Now substitute the values of a, b, c in this identity. So the value of a is minus p plus b is 2q plus c is nothing but 3r. The whole square is equal to a square. In the place of a we have to put minus p. So minus p the whole square plus b square is nothing but 2q the whole square plus c square. C is nothing but 3r the whole square plus 2 into ab. So 2 into a into b. A value is minus p. So minus p into the value of b is 2q plus 2 into bc. So in the place of b we have to put 2q and c is 3r plus 2 into c. In the place of c we have to write 3r and a. So a value is minus p. Now minus p the whole square is nothing but plus p square. Minus square is plus. So plus p square plus here we have 2 square and q square. 2 square is 2 2s are 4 and q square is nothing but q square plus here 3r the whole square we have. So 3 square r square. 3 square is 3 3s are 9. R square is r square. Now we have to multiply this constant terms first, constant numbers first. So 2 into 2, 2 into 2, 4. But we have one minus symbol here. So plus into minus, when we multiply this positive sign and negative sign, plus into minus, minus. We have to put minus in this place. And the numbers, when we multiplying the numbers, we have 2 2s are 4. And multiplying the variables, p into q is pq. And then the next term is multiplying the numbers. In this term we have to multiply the numbers first. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So 12, and multiplying the variables, q into r is nothing but qr. Now the next term we have one negative symbol here. So plus into minus, again we have minus here. Okay, now we have to multiply the numbers. 2 into 3, 6. 2 3s are 6, and when we multiplying the variable r into p, we get rp. P square plus 4q square plus 9r square minus 4pq plus 12qr minus 6rp is the answer for the second subdivision. Exercise 3.4, second sum. Using the algebraic identity, find the coefficients of x square, x and constant term without actual expansion. The first subdivision is x plus 5 into x plus 6 into x plus 7. So, observing this expression, the first term is same in all the expressions. The first term is same, x. But the second term is different in all the expressions. 5, here 6, here 7. So, this expression is same as the identity x plus a into x plus b into x plus c equal to x cube plus a plus b plus c into x square plus ab plus bc plus ca into x plus abc. So, we have to write that expression here, x plus a into x plus b into x plus c, which is equal to, the identity is x cube plus a plus b plus c into x square plus ab plus bc plus ca into x plus abc. This is the algebraic identity we have to use in the second sum. So, given the question is x plus 5 and x plus 6 and x plus 7. In the question, they are asking, using the algebraic identity, find the coefficient of x square, x and constant term without actual expansion. So, they are asking, we don't need to find this expression fully. They are only asking to find the coefficient of x square, x and constant term. They are asking to find these three terms alone. Okay. So, we don't need to expand this full expression here. Now, in this sum, what is the value of a? A is nothing but 5. So, a is equal to what? A is equal to 5. The value of a is equal to 5. A is equal to 5, and b, in the place of b we have 6 here. So, value of b is 6. In the place of b we have 6 here. So, value of b is 6. And c, the value of c is 7. In the place of c we have 7 here. So, the value of c is 7. C is equal to 7. Now, the coefficient of x square. What is the coefficient? Coefficient is this, is nothing but the term multiply with a variable. Here they are asking to find coefficient of x square. The term multiplied by the variable x square is called the coefficient of x square. So, here this is the term. This is the term multiplied by x square. This is the term which is multiplied by x square. So, coefficient of x square is nothing but a plus b plus c alone. We have to find this a plus b plus c alone. So, coefficient of x square is equal to a plus b plus c. A plus b plus c. This is the coefficient of x square. So, what is the value of a? A is 5 and the value of b is 6. B is 6 and the value of c is 7. 5 plus 6 plus 7, which is equal to 5 plus 6 plus 7. Adding these three numbers, we get 18. 18 is the answer for coefficient of x square. Next, we have to find coefficient of x. coefficient of x is equal to, in this algebraic identity, the term, this is the term multiplied by the variable x. This is the term multiplied by the variable x. This is coefficient of x because this is the term multiplied by x. So we have to find only AB plus BC plus CA. Coefficient of x is equal to what? AB plus BC plus CA, which is equal to, the value of A is 5 and the value of B is 6. 5 into 6 plus B. B is 6. C is nothing but 7 plus C into A. C is nothing but 7 and the value of A is 5. So multiplying these terms, 5 into 6, 5 6 are 30 plus 6 7s are 42 plus 7 5s are 35. Now adding these three numbers, we will get what? 107. This is the coefficient of x. This is the answer for the coefficient of x. And finally we have to find the constant term. Constant term is nothing but the term without the variable. The term without the variable is called the constant term. So here is the term we have without variable. So ABC is the term without the variable. In the identity we have ABC is the constant. So constant term, for constant term we have to find A, B, C. For constant term we have to find A, B, C. So which is equal to, the value of A is what? 5 into 6. B is 6 into C is 7. 5 into 6 into 7. So multiplying these three numbers, we get 5 6 are 30. 30 into 7 is 210. This is the answer for the last one, constant term. So here in the sum they are asking, without, find the coefficient of x square, x and constant term without actual expansion. So we no need to find the identity fully. Just we have to find the coefficient of x square and the coefficient of x and the constant term. Exercise 3.4, second sum, second subdivision. Using algebraic identity, find the coefficients of x square, x and the constant term without actual expansion. So in this second subdivision is 2x plus 3 into 2x minus 5 into 2x minus 6. Here also obviously the first term is same in all the expression. The first term is here 2x, 2x, 2x. So first term is same in all the expression and the second term is different. Here we have 3 and here minus 5 and here minus 6. So this is same as the identity x plus a into x plus b into x plus c, which is equal to x plus a into x plus b into x plus c is equal to x cube plus a plus b plus c into x square plus ab plus bc plus ca into x plus abc. This is the algebraic identity we have to use in the second subdivision. So in the question they are given, 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 5 and 2x minus 6. So the values of the variable a, in the place of a we have 3 here, in the place of b we have minus 5 here, in the place of c we have minus 6 here. So we have to find the values of the variables first. So a is equal to 3 and b is equal to minus 5 and c is equal to minus 6. The value of a is 3, the value of b is minus 5 and the value of c is minus 6. Now we have to find the coefficient of x square, x and constant term. without actual expansion, same as the last sum. So now we have to find the coefficient of x square first. So coefficient of x square is equal to what? The term multiplied by x square is, what is the term? A plus b plus c. This is the term multiplied by x square. So we have to find a plus b plus c alone. Okay. So the value of a is what? 3, and b is minus 5, and c is minus 6. Okay. So these two are like terms. So adding these two negative numbers, we get minus 11. 3 minus 11 is 8. And the sign of the bigger number, which is the bigger number here? Larger number is 11. So the sign of the larger number is minus. So minus 8 is the coefficient of x square. And then we have to find the coefficient of x. Coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is nothing but the term multiplied by x. The term multiplied by x is ab plus bc plus ca. Okay. So this is the term multiplied by the variable x. So the coefficient of x is equal to ab plus bc plus ca, which is equal to a. So the value of a is 3. 3 into minus 5 plus bc. b is minus 5 and c is minus 6 plus ca. The value of c is minus 6 and a is 3. Now multiply these two terms, these two numbers. So plus into minus. Plus into minus, minus. 3 5s are 15. Minus 15. Okay. Next here 2 minus symbols we have. Okay. So minus into minus, plus. So put plus sign. 5 6 are 30. In this term, one negative symbol we have. One negative symbol we have. So minus into plus, minus. 6 3s are 18. So here one negative symbol we have. So plus into minus, minus. But here in this term we have two negative symbols. So minus into minus, plus. Here in this term we have only one negative symbol. So minus into plus, minus again. Now here we have to add the like terms. Here the numbers minus 15 and minus 18. These two numbers are in negative sign. Okay. So first we have to add these two numbers because these two numbers have the negative sign. So minus 15 and minus 18. Adding these two numbers we get minus 33. And then here we have plus 33. So minus 33 plus 33. Subtracting these two numbers we get 3. And the sign of the larger number, which is the larger number here? 33 is the larger number. Sign of the larger number is minus. So put minus. Minus 3 is the answer for the coefficient of x. And finally we have to find the constant term. So constant term is equal to, the constant term here is a into b into c. This is the constant term in the expression. So the value of a is 3 into the value of b is minus 5 into the value of c is minus 6. So multiplying these three numbers, we have two negative symbols here. So minus into minus we have plus. 3 5s are 15. 15 into 6. So 3 into 5 into 6 is 90. 3 5s are 15. 15 into 6, 90. So plus 90. This is the answer for the constant term. Exercise 3.4, third sum. If x plus a into x plus b into x plus c is equal to x cube plus 14x square plus 59x plus 70, find the value of a plus b plus c first subdivision is a plus b plus c, and the second subdivision is 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c, and the third subdivision is a square plus b square plus c square, and finally the fourth subdivision we have to find is a by bc plus b by ac plus c by ab. Now the solution is we have to find the first subdivision a plus b plus c. Before finding this expression is same as the identity. What identity? Given in the sum. Given x plus a into x plus b into x plus c, which is equal to what? X cube plus 14x square plus 59x plus 70. So this is given in the sum. So this expression is same as the identity x plus a into x plus b into x plus c equal to x cube plus a plus b plus c into x square plus ab plus bc plus ca into x plus abc. This is the identity we have. Now comparing these two expressions, we have x cube and x cube, both are equal. So in the place of x square, coefficient of x square, in the place of coefficient of x square, we have a plus b plus c here, but we have 14 here in this expression. So we will write a plus b plus c is equal to, the value of a plus b plus c is equal to 14, because here in both the expression the left hand side is equal, so the right hand side is also equal. The first term is x cube in both the expressions, so leave it, and the second term in the place of coefficient of x square we have a plus b plus c here, and we have 14. So these two terms are equal, so we will write a plus b plus c is equal to 14. And then comparing these two expressions, in the place of ab plus bc plus ca, the coefficient of x is ab plus bc plus ca, but in this expression given in the sum, the coefficient of x is 59 here. So we will write ab plus bc plus ca is equal to 59, coefficient of x. So the value of ab plus bc plus ca is 59. And finally in the place of constant term abc we have 70 here, so we will write abc is equal to 70. Now the first subdivision here, the first subdivision is what? A plus b plus c. What is the value of a plus b plus c? We already found here the value of a plus b plus c is what? 14. So this is the answer for the first subdivision. And then the second one is, second subdivision they are asking to find is 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c. For this we have to find the coefficient of x by constant term. Coefficient of x divided by constant term. For this we have to find coefficient of x by constant term, because coefficient of x is nothing but ab plus bc plus ca, by constant term is nothing but abc. So now we will write ab by abc, separating these three terms. We will write ab by abc plus bc by abc plus ca by abc. So by cancelling these two terms, first two terms AB, we get 1 by C, plus here B cancelling C, cancel these two numbers, we get 1 by A. 1 by A, here CC getting cancelled and AA getting cancelled. So we will get 1 by B alone here. So in this expression, we have 1 by what? 1 by C plus 1 by A plus 1 by here B. So this is what we get. 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C is equal to, here also we get 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. So for this 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C, we have to find coefficient of x by constant term alone. This is only enough for this second subdivision. So coefficient of x is nothing but, what is the coefficient of x? Here we already wrote here, AB plus BC plus CA by constant term is ABC. So AB, what is the value of AB plus BC plus CA? This is 59. And what is the value of ABC? ABC is nothing but 70. So this is the answer for the second subdivision. So for the second subdivision, 1 by A plus 1 by B plus 1 by C, we have to find the coefficient of x by constant term alone. Okay, this one you have to remember, coefficient of x by constant term. So the coefficient of x is nothing but AB plus BC plus CA by constant term is ABC. So the value of this one is 59 and the value of ABC is 70. So this is the answer for the second subdivision. In the exam, we need to write this one. No need to write this one. Just I wrote this for you to explain. Okay, I just wrote this for you to explain. So you no need to write this and all in your exam. Write these terms alone. This is the answer for the second subdivision. And finally, the third subdivision they are asking to find is A square plus B square plus C square. For this, one identity we have. So what identity? That is A plus B plus C the whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus C square plus 2AB plus 2BC plus 2CA. This is the identity that you already know. So now A plus B plus C, the value of A plus B plus C is 14 here. So 14 the whole square is equal to, now the value of A square plus B square plus C square, this we have to find. So write this as it is, plus in this three terms, take this 2 commonly outside. So 2 into AB plus BC plus CA. I am taking 2 commonly outside. Okay. Now 14 square is 196 is equal to A square plus B square plus C square plus 2 into the value of AB plus BC plus CA is nothing but 59. So substitute here 59. So 196 is equal to A square plus B square plus C square plus 2 into 59 is 118. So now we have to find this A square plus B square plus C square alone. So 196 plus 118 will become minus 118 when it goes to the left hand side. So write this A square plus B square plus C square as it is. So subtracting these two terms, we will get 78 is equal to A square plus B square plus C square. This is the answer for the third subdivision. And then the last one, the last subdivision, fourth subdivision is A by BC plus B by AC plus C by AB. The last subdivision that we have to find is A by BC plus B by AC plus C by AB. For this, we have to find A square plus B square plus C square divided by ABC alone. For to find this, you have to substitute the value of A square plus B square plus C square divided by ABC. When we simplifying this expression, we will get this one obviously. So, the value of A square plus B square plus C square is 78. 78 divided by the value of ABC is nothing but 70. The value of ABC is nothing but 70. So, these two numbers will cancelled by 2. So, cancelling this number by 2 is 3 2s are 6, balance 1 18, 9 2s are 18. This number is 35 2s are 70. So, the answer is 39 by 35. This is the answer for the last subdivision. Now, exercise 3.4, sixth sum. If x plus y plus z equal to 9 and xy plus yz plus zx is equal to 26, then find the value of x square plus y square plus z square. For this solution, we have to use the identity A plus B plus C the whole square is equal to, that identity only we have to use here. A plus B plus C the whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus C square plus 2AB plus 2BC plus 2CA. But here in this sum, they are given the expressions in the terms of x, y, z. So, write this identity in terms of x, y, z. We have x plus y plus z the whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. In this way, also we have to write this expression, algebraic identity. So, x plus y plus z the whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. Now, x plus y plus z the whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus. So, in this three terms, take this 2 commonly outside. Take this 2 commonly outside. So, taking 2 outside, we have xy plus here yz plus here in this term zx. So, 2 into xy plus yz plus zx. Now, the value of x plus y plus z is given in the sum. It is 9. The value of x plus y plus z is 9. So, substitute 9 in this place. 9 the whole square is equal to, this one we don't know. This one only we have to find x square plus y square plus z square. So, write this term as it is, x square plus y square plus z square. Write this term as it is, because this term only we have to find, this expression only we have to find. So, write this expression as it is, plus 2 into the value of xy plus yz plus zx is given in 26. So, this is 26. Substitute. Now, 9 square is 81. 9 9s are 81 is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2 into 26 is 52. 2 into 26 is 52. So, 81. This plus 52 will become minus 52 when it comes to left hand side, which is equal to x square plus y square plus z square. Okay. Now subtracting these two numbers, we will get 29. 81 minus 52 is 29. The sign of the larger number is 81. The sign of the larger number is plus here. So, plus 29 is equal to x square plus y square plus z square. So, in the sum they are asking find the value of x square plus y square plus z square. Therefore, x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 29. This is the answer for the sixth sum. These are the homework sums for you. If you have any doubt in this, it will be clarified when school reopens. And using the following link, you can get more details relative to the topic.